So far, George Savaricas, Karen Stupples taking a look at Gabby Ruffles on the 18th, was just about to make the turn.
Well, and she would go on to have 8 birdies on her day today, just 1 bogey.
Heating up for EY. Nelly Korda just getting started, par 5 first. Was up here in 2.
Well, and a bit of an awkward lie for downhill slope.
Korda using her length to her advantage, makes birdie, finds the fairway off the second tee with a wedge in hand, staring it down.
Well, and this is sort of Nelly's bread and butter, really having to take advantage of those wedges, even down.
Out to the golf on the 3rd, and welcoming Kay.
Good afternoon. Nelly with a little lob wedge off a downhill lie in the rough.
She looks to be pretty dialed in today with her distance control to get that win.
We hear the term sophomore slump, and you would think a lot of that has to be the internal expectations and pressure that someone puts on themselves when they've had some success. Great chance for Nelly to make it 3 in a row, Kay.
Absolutely. Really going with the flow these first 2.5 holes. It's beautiful weather out here with about a club wind.
Korda on the money. Birdie, birdie, birdie. Dream start for Nelly Korda. 3 under after 3.
Well, and she knows it. I mean, you can look at the leaderboard. Akie, I mean, outrageously good round going. So she knows the birdies are out there.
We were wondering if anyone would touch that number, 8 under par. Nelly Korda might just need 5 more holes. We'll get back to Kay in just a moment as Nelly Korda steps to the tee. She has been perfect so far.
From 145, it's going to be just a short iron for Nelly.
Working a gentle draw from right to left.
It's a normal shot shape, and where that hole is on the left side of the green, that's the And
you'd also think that she's got to have some family and friends who came out here to Wakalea to follow along with Allison, major champion, playing here at the Lotte Championship. Nelly Korda, birdies on 1, 2, and 3. This would be a heat check for her 4th straight. Just runs out of gas.
So such a fine line between making sure you hit it hard enough and then not giving it a little too much pop.
Took us 4 holes to find out Nelly Korda's human. Finally makes a par. She's 3 under on the round. That's off to Lotte for all their support of this event and the LPGA Tour, as we are with Nelly Korda. Her tee shot here on the 5th, Kay.
Yeah, this par 5 plays pretty easy. A little tougher today because it's back into the wind. And because of that fact, Karen, players will not be able to get to the bunker, even a player like Nelly.
Well, and that's a sensible play because I'm back.
To the 5th, Nelly with lumber.
Yeah, just going with the fairway wood to get it down there straight away, leaving herself a good number for her 3rd.
Mission accomplished. Category for a hole.
Nelly's 6 paces ahead of where Charlie just hit from, and this is the part of the game that the pros practice relentlessly, being very confident with their numbers inside 100 yards.
She felt like she hit that one perfectly. Little club twirl. We'll choose to do that because that front bunker's pretty deep.
Let's see if Nelly went to school.
Yeah, I don't think she got the best teach, but this should go right to left initially and then try to start pulling back to the right at the end. She knows it's not fast. Well, that only had the drift to the right, really no turn to the left initially.
It's like those 2 putts did the opposite thing there.
Yeah. It's not what you'd expect, was it? Be disappointed. It's playing the second easiest hole on the golf course.
Been 26 birdies by the field there. It's one of those holes you're standing on the tee, you're thinking, trying to make 4 and head to the 6th.
Where the wind is helping, there might be a temptation to go over the water down the right-hand side, which is 380 to cover the water, but certainly not today when the wind's slightly hurting from the left.
I know. Good one.
Good looking swing there.
Rhythmic.
Yeah, I mean, lines were fantastic. From around the greens, not getting up and down quite as often as she has done in the past. And so I think that's where it all comes from.
And it's been magnified on Sundays because they're high.
Long, there's a steep runoff on the back right. So you really have to be precise.
Here's Korda.
Nelly's 10 yards closer, going with the 9-iron. This needs to get down, and look at the difference of those 2 shots.
It looked like Nelly's rode the wind to the right on a fade, and it looked like Charlie's was high and drawing into that wind.
For the first time today, Nelly Korda's missed a green in regulation. We're going to check out her short game if she can get up and down next. What's Korda got here, Kay?
Challenging shot, slightly downhill lie, hitting up to an elevated green that slopes away from her. And with all that said, pretty darn good.
Trying to stave off any thought. Tom was not lying, saying the airport's nearby at this part of the island in Oahu.
We've got some fighter jets going overhead. Quite dramatic and loud.
Yeah, there we go. We're getting to see it off in the distance. Don't quite have the sound of a commercial airline trying to come in and make its descent.
These putts for par are always so valuable.
Korda to keep it at 3. Ouch. First hiccup coming with the approach on 6.
First cut of rough, and then it hit the brakes really quickly. Oof.
Now Korda.
There is a large body of water to the left that really does not come into play. This is a tee box that you can be very relaxed on and just hit it hard.
Okay. Yeah, that's fairway. Yeah.
How's this for Korda?
Right, so if anything, just coming down on it.
Similar lie to what Charlie had. Also a little downhill lie in that first cut of rough, going with a pitching wedge. Keeping the trajectory down on that shot to control it better.
Driving it in there.
Well, and that was a great way to play it too. I mean, just knowing where to pitch it, knowing how much release it was going to get, having watched Charlie's ball release.
Specifically on the LPGA Tour. Korda's birdie putt.
Inside right edge putt. Little wind hurting.
Momentum stalling out for Korda.
Jason McDeed, Nelly's caddy, reiterated the ideal target is really either the right edge of the green or maybe the left edge of the right green side bunker.
Very good swing, though.
Yep, another beauty. Lower trajectory, but beautifully struck.
100%. I'm just telling you where the slope is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like playing your bread and butter 40.
This wind is feeling like it's more right to left at the moment, plus the ball is a little bit above her feet, so has to guard against too much right to left movement here with this 8-iron. That was just a softly hit one.
Yeah. Swing.
Slowly get acclimatizing to the time change and difference.
Nelly Korda has gone back to conventional grip with her putting. She's had left-hand low for quite a bit. And she's also gone to more of a blade putter. Little right to left break on this putt.
Also comes up short. Nelly's face says it all. Uneventful on the 8th green. Bunch of pars for our headliners. Last to go out of this threesome, Korda on the 9th.
Chance to get the greenie here, George. If she can hit a good accurate one, maybe start it a little left of the flag and let it peel to the right. Yeah, that'll do.
That's control.
Korda the best look on 9.
Definitely. This is no more than a 15, 16 footer. Not a ton of movement. You gotta just keep the belief. She made those first 3 birdies in a row. It's been a little bit of a cold spell in the last hour. So see if she can drip this one in on the front edge. Nope, not this time. Maybe next hole.
Korda cooling the last 6 holes on the front 9. Part of a 234.
Interesting.
About that, staring down Nelly Korda right behind her.
Cute seal.
I love the signage around the tee boxes.
And I think if you QR code the seal, you can or you can tell, it tells you more about them.
I like that, a learning opportunity for learning. Now, Nelly, we'll see who's the longest of the 3. You want to get your tee shot down as far as you can to this shallow green.
Three good shots.
Nelly wins.
Nelly roasted that one. That's why.
Nelly from the more of the left-hand side of the fairway, just 85 yards. Little wind helping left to right. This has a good look to it.
She's so clean with her wedge game.
She is. And I think when you're watching Nelly, some of her best shots are those sort of controlled swings. And as she goes through her bag, the same swing that she puts on those wedges, she'll put on with an 8-iron or a 7-iron.
Important for Nelly's sanity, because we all know that you work so hard and you just get tired of seeing the ball miss or just hit the edge and be so close. Good stroke, nice try. She wants to see this go dead center in the bottom of the cup and start making some more birdies.
Korda.
She kind of shoved that one right from the start a little bit.
That hole keeps shrinking and shrinking for Nelly Korda. Telling her body language, it seems like years ago that she started birdie, birdie, birdie at the LOTTE Championship. She's 6 behind with 8 to go, round 1. Keep it here for Korda.
There's a bunker on the right to avoid and 3 bunkers on the left. Oh, she hammered that one with that low trajectory. That did clear the...
Back in the fairway. What does Korda have in?
233 to the front. I can't imagine there's been too many players today that have had a chance to go for this in 2, and I think that's because of the relatively diminished wind. Gonna hit this probably down the left side.
Great point.
Oh, she hit that strong, pulled it a teeny bit.
If you're going to do anything, pulling...
That's a good-looking shot. Back at 11. Interesting. What window does Nelly Korda decide to play her 3rd through?
Well, she's got a great opportunity. I love that aggressive play with the 3-wood. She paced it all the way up to the hole. It's basically 10 yards from the hole to the edge of the green, and then another 10 from the edge of the green to her ball. Let's see how close she can hit this.
Could be tough to get it all the way to the hole, I think. Oh, what a shot.
You were right. She only got it 99% of the way to the hole.
I was going to say...
Well, that aggressive play pays off there, Karen.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just lovely. I mean, ball's just a little bit above her feet. Just clips it off the top of that surface well.
Touch of class there from Korda.
It's about leaving it in the right spot. I mean, the chip was fantastic, but the second shot was really key, leaving it where she did.
Couple under on the par 5s today. Korda's only missed 1 green.
Going with the same club that Charlie hit.
Point.
Launched that pretty high, little right of the flag.
She was going for the draw there. She was aimed sort of on the right half. That got a massive hop.
Check that now. Nelly Korda's missed 2 greens.
She does have an uphill lie. Ball is nestled down a bit, so just has to make sure she has good contact with the right amount of acceleration, and she can pop it up onto the green. Yeah, she made that look easier than it was.
That easy to be as focused as you could be. I'm not saying that she's not on the golf course, but I'm saying it's just a little bit more difficult at times. From somebody who's dealt with it myself.
Well, that's a very valid point. And there's a lot of players in all sports that deal with a lot of different things, normal things that the general public has to deal with in day-to-day life. But when you're trying to deal with issues and be a high-level athlete, it's quite...
Giving up 2 if you bogey a par 5. Korda on the 13th.
Also with a fairway wood. Carries a 3-wood and a 7-wood.
Yeah, pretty fine. Good.
That looked like the 7-wood had nice height to it.
Like 98, right, 98.
Actual number is 108 to the hole. Just going with a gap wedge. Good level lie. Plenty aggressive. Not a bad play right there. Just a little past the hole.
It's backstop too, beyond it. So
10 holes, consecutive bogeys has really done a 180 probably with her mood and demeanor right now. Heading to 13, we find Nelly Korda up on the green for birdie.
And this, George, would be for her 5th birdie today and move her to 4 under. I mean, with these conditions as they are, it's very conceivable that she could get to 6 under.
Good try.
That stroke looked pretty good too.
Did, rode the high side.
It feels like every hole right now, especially for Nelly and her quality of play, is a birdie hole, and it's got to be frustrating when she walks off with just a par. Oh, just a par, when she's in her mind with a wedge in her hand thinking birdie, birdie, birdie.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing players with lots of wedges, but they're just not able to get them